Welcome to the Pets Rule Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. Thank you for joining me today. And this is Bob. Say hi, Bob. Say hi to the camera. Bob is scratching me because he wants his treat. He's gonna get it because he's on camera. That's how I pay Bob. I pay Bob with treats. There you go. Bon appetit. Okay, we're gonna have a great show today. This entire week, the topic is how to keep your pets, dog, cat, whatever you have, guinea pig, hamster, bearded dragon, how to keep your pet at home and not put it up for adoption. You're going to get resources, you're going to get tips, you're going to get strategies. The goal is not to put your pet up for adoption. And that's my goal, Mr. Animal Lover, for you, all you pet lovers out there that love your pets. Today's topic, dog owners speak out. The painful confession behind giving up a best friend. Oh, that hurts, right? Listen, when I'm going to tell you my thoughts on giving up a dog, a cat, a pet, a family member. I look at it and it's just as deep as I'm going to say it. It's like giving up a child, right? You have you birth a child, you give up a child for adoption. Is that painful? It's just as painful as giving up a pet. Now, some people might not look at it like that, but you're not a true pet lover if you don't. If you're a true pet lover, when you have to give up a pet, it's like giving up a piece of your soul. It's that deep for me. So the goal this week is let's keep our pets at home. Let's not break up the family. Let's keep our pets safe, happy, and at home. All right, dog owners speak out. The painful confession behind giving up a best friend. What would drive a loving dog parent to give up their best friend? Behind every surrendered dog is a heartbreaking confession. A family struggling with financial stress, housing restrictions, or personal hardship that left them with no choice. In this powerful video, dog owners speak out for the first time, sharing raw emotional stories about the painful decisions that changed their lives forever. You will uncover the number one reason families surrender their dogs. Tip, if you watched yesterday's show, you will know that, right? The warning signs every pet parent needs to recognize, and the lifelines that can keep you and your dog together. And when I say dog, your cat, your bearded dragon, your snake, your hamster, your guinea pig, anything that's a companion to you that you consider a pet, that's an animal. Even in the toughest times, this isn't just another story about pet surrender. This is a wake-up call for every dog lover who wants to protect their furry family from being torn apart. That's all. You good boy. Good boy. I know you love your treat. Good boy. Now go to sleep, Bob. See, Bob eats and then he goes to sleep. It's rare you see him be up as long as he's up right now. I give him a few minutes. He's going to lay down and go to sleep. He uses me for treats. I'm getting a hang of this. I'm getting to know you more and more every year, Bob. Every year I'm getting to know you more and more. Huh? Every year is the same thing, huh? How many years has it been? About 9 years, right? That's right. He's on the older side. 9 years. I love you too, Bob. All right? I love you too. I love you too. All right, I got to get back to the show, Bob. All right, the number one painful reason families surrender their dogs and how to spot the warning signs before it's too late. When I say spot the warning signs, if you have a friend a neighbor who has a pet dog, these are things you could look out for so that you can maybe reach out and give them a lifeline, say, listen, I can maybe rehome your pet or I can provide you with some pet food until you get back on your feet. So let's get to the tough questions and answers, right? The number one painful reasons families surrender their dogs. and how to spot the warning signs before it's too late. Research confirms. Okay, so this is I never thought I'd be the one to walk into a shelter and hand over my dog. But rent went up, groceries doubled, and I just couldn't afford the vet bills anymore. This is what comes out of every painful dog lover, cat lover when they have to, uh, turn in their pets for adoption. Research confirms this. Financial hardship is one of the leading causes of pet surrender. We know that housing is interchangeable with financial hardship. They both go 1 2 2 1 1 2. Financial hardship and housing. According to the ASPCA, the top driver behind families giving up their dogs is the inability to pay for housing, food, or Medicare. Warning signs include struggling to pay for vet visits or delaying care, skipping meals or cutting corners on dog food, moving into housing with pet restrictions. These aren't bad dog parents, they're overwhelmed families caught in a crisis, a financial crisis, a housing crisis. Real confessions from dog owners struggling with financial stress, housing restrictions, and personal hardships. When my landlord said no dogs allowed, I tried everything, begging, offering more money, but in the end, I had to let Max go. It broke me. My hours got cut at work, then I lost my job. I looked at my dog's food bowl and I realized I had nothing left to give him. That was the day I surrendered Bella. These are real confessions. Shelter data echoes these confessions. A 2023 Best Friends Animal Society study found that housing issues, landlord restrictions, and lack of pet friendly rentals are the second most common reason families give up pets. Add to that job loss, medical bills, and eviction notices, and even owners face the impossible choice of survival versus staying with their dog. Real Pet Confessions, ASPCA, as a lifeline. I was standing in the parking lot of the shelter, sobbing with my dog's leash in my hand. Rent had gone up, my hours were cut at work, and I couldn't even afford his vaccines anymore. I thought this was the end for us. Then that's when someone told me to call the ASPCA. Within days, they connected me with a low cost clinic and gave me access to their food pantry. They even helped me find temporary housing that would allow pets. Because of the ASPCA, my dog is still with me today. I don't think of them as just an organization, they're the reason my family is still whole. ASPCA safety net programs exist for stories exactly like the one you just finished hearing. They're designed to keep pets in loving homes by offering medical, housing, and food support when families face crises. Instead of more dogs entering shelters, the ASPCA steps in as a true savior, helping families hold on to their best friends. Red Rover Relief Emergency Medical Help. This is another confession. When Luna was hit by a car, I was ready to surrender her because I couldn't afford the surgery. I felt like I was signing her death sentence. Then Red Rover stepped in with a grant that covered the operation. Luna healed, and I kept my best friend. Without Red Rover, she wouldn't be here today. Best Friend Animal Society Community Pet Retention. After losing my job, I thought I had no choice but to surrender Max. But Best Friends Animal Society showed me another way. They helped with temporary foster care and even gave me training resources to keep him happy during the transition. They didn't just save Max, they saved me from heartbreak. So I hope you're getting something out of all this. Last week, we provided you with pet food and financial resources in terms of the whole topic last week is where you can go and locate pet pantries, pet food pantries for pets and for humans, right? Because a lot of these food pantries, it's the same human pantry where they deliver food and they give food to human for consumption, but they also now understand that these humans have dogs. So if they're suffering, they're asking for food. That means that their pets are suffering too. And then financial resources, like I'm going to mention now, the Pet Fund. They have an application, they have a website. You go on there, they pay directly to the emergency pediatrician or veterinarian that's going to do any kind of annual checkup or surgery. And the Pet Fund Lifeline for medical bills. When Daisy developed a tumor, the vet said surgery would cost more than 3 months of my rent. I was devastated. The Pet Fund gave me financial support for her treatment. Daisy is alive, thriving, and still the heart of our home. They turned despair into hope. Where do you find the Pet Fund? Where do you find the ASPCA website? Where do you find the Best Friends Animal Society website? Where do you find Red Rover? I provided you with all those links. On the Pets Rule Show, it's all about educating pet lovers, pet families on how to keep your pet at home and not give it up for adoption. That's the topic this entire week. We want to make sure you are an educated pet lover, an educated pet parent, so that in case of emergencies, and emergencies are going to happen, right? We know that there's wildfires, they happen. We know that there are floods, they happen. And it's unforeseen sometimes, right? But understanding, the laws where you live, understanding that there is lifelines where you live, such as the ASPCA, such as Best Friends Animal Society, such as, any local nonprofit animal rescue center in your town or city. Hopefully, when I say hopefully, they are funded, as a non-for-profit by donations, which is their number one goal, is through donations. But the city where you are also helps kick in. For example, in New York City, right? ACC, Animal Rescue Centers. I mean, listen, I'm a tax-paying person. New York City just gave them $1 million, and they started accepting pets again. I mean, with $1 million, I hope you start accepting pets again. I hope you use it for campaigns, and get the word out. I mean, $1 million is a lot of money. You give any non-for-profit $1 million, things got to shape up in the non-for-profit, and I hope that things are shaping up at the ACC Animal Rescue Center, for the sake of the pets that are there. All right. Practical budget, smart strategies that can help you keep your dog even when life feels impossible. Many families don't realize there are lifelines before surrender. Pet food pantries provide free or low-cost food. Check feeding pets of the homeless, humane society networks, or local shelters. ACC as a big non-for-profit receiving $1 million from New York City. Mayor Adams looking out for them. If you have pet food needs, call them up. They should be able to help you. Low-cost vet clinics and nonprofit groups like Red Rover and PetSmart charities offer affordable vaccinations, spay, neuter, and emergency funds. Payment plans and pet insurance alternatives like care credit or veterinary discount programs can soften the blow of sudden expenses. Creative housing solutions, negotiating with landlords, providing pet references, or seeking out pet-friendly rentals before moving. I was days away from surrendering Daisy. This is another confession. Then a local nonprofit stepped in with free food and a vet voucher that helped gave me hope and kept Daisy home where she belongs. These are most of the confessions that I was able to collect and research. And as you can see, they're tied to a lot of the nonprofit organizations that I talk about that really help pet parents and put them back on their feet and keep their pets from putting them up from adoption. They help pet families stop them from putting them up for adoption by giving them the resources they need. Nationwide resources, nonprofits that provide food, veterinary care, and housing assistance to protect dogs and families. Families don't have to face this alone. Here are real nationwide resources: feedings, pets of the homeless, food supplies for struggling families. So, Feeding Pets of the Homeless is a real non for profit. You can look them up. I've listed them. They help you with housing and obviously with pets, families who are homeless. The Pet Fund, just spoke about them, the real website link. I've showed you last week on an episode. You can go on there probably the whole week. Uh, I don't have time to show you the link on this show, but if you go to YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the Pets Rule Show. You'll see the link. I showed you that probably the entire week. Financial assistance for urgent veterinary care. Red Rover relief grants for pet medical emergencies and domestic violence survivors with pets. I love that. I mean, grants for pet medical emergencies and domestic violence survivors with pets. Wow, what an organizations. Best Friends Animal Society, community pet retention programs to keep pets out of shelters. One of the biggest ones, been around for a long time, ASPCA, safety net programs, support for owners at risk of surrender. Local humane societies and animal control partnerships, many now provide pet food pantries, spay neuter vouchers, and housing advocacy. I thought surrendering was my only option until I found a food pantry in my town. It saved both me and my dog. I am telling you, no matter what town, what city, country, United States, obviously, but city, town, they all have a non-for-profit animal rescue center where you can reach out and make it your last option when it comes to putting your animal up for adoption. I am 100% sure that they have services that they would rather you hold on to your pet, keep it at home, and they provide you with the pet food, give you a voucher for any annual checkups that needs to be done at a probably reduced or free payment. So I am certain 100% they would prefer you to keep your animal, because it will cost them more to put up the animal and house it, and just the upkeep. It just the cost can get out of hand. Every confession you heard today proves one painful truth: dog surrender is rarely about love, it's about survival. But here's the good news: with the right support, resources, and awareness, no family has to say goodbye to their best friend. All right, it is time for, let's do pet breaking news. For pet breaking news today, not much news, but okay, where's the pet breaking news? We're going to get to it right here. Viva Raw issues voluntary recall of 2 lots of dog and cat foods due to salmonella and listeria, monocytogenes, and contamination. I'm going to take you to the website so you can see. Some of us are visual learners, and I get that. I'm a visual learner. So this is it right here. So this is Viva Raw issues voluntary recall of 2 lots of dog and cat due to salmonella and listeria. And this is what it looks like. The packaging. This is the dog food, lot 21495. So if you bought this, bring it back. They'll give you a refund, your receipt, show it. This is what it looks like. So do not feed it to your pets, because you will poison them and probably cause internal harm to them. So this is it. This says cats on there. I guess it's for cats. So be very careful. And the date on this, again, today is August 27, 2025. This is issued by the FDA, Federal Drug Use, U.S. Food and Drug Administration. All right. That is pet news. Now let's go to pet confessions. And for pet confessions, I love pet confessions, right? Who doesn't love pet confessions? I used to do jokes, but now they are pet confessions. All right, number one, the turtle with a sweet tooth from Hannah in Ohio. Hannah confessed her turtle Tank once climbed onto the kitchen table and started nibbling on a half-eaten donut. She thought turtles only wanted lettuce and veggies, but nope, Tank had a sweet tooth. Now every time she eats something sugary, he stares at her like he's waiting for his piece. Watch out. Pet confession number two, the cat who steals socks from Miguel in New York. Okay, you know what? My dog steals socks. I've noticed my Yorkie likes to grab my hamster, my hamster, uh, where I keep my socks at. He sometimes it overfills, and it falls, and he grabs them and starts chewing on them. I think he likes my smell, even my feet smell. I don't know. Those are dogs for you. But the cat who steals socks from Miguel in New York. Miguel admitted his cat Shadow has a strange obsession with socks. Clean socks, dirty socks, doesn't matter. Shadow drags them all under the bed like stolen treasures. Miguel says he's lost count of how many times he's gone to work wearing mismatched socks thanks to his little thief. Ooh, I like that one. I like that pet confession. All right, number three, pet confession, the snake who loves TV from Priya in San Francisco. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right. Priya confessed her ball python, Zeus, has a favorite spot in the living room. Coiled up on the top of the TV. What's even stranger, he doesn't move for hours, just watches the screen like he's following the plot. Priya swears he reacts when animals show up, especially nature documentaries. Pet confession number four. The lizard who stole the spotlight from Ben in Dallas. Ben admitted during a video call for work. His gecko Mango crawled right across the webcam. His boss froze mid-sentence. Co-workers started laughing, and Mango became the star of the meeting. Now Ben's co-workers ask about Mango before they even ask about the project. That's funny. I like the name Mango because I love mangoes. So that's a beautiful name for a pet lizard. Mango. All right. What you see on the screen now, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. The Pets Rule Show is about educating you everything about pets. This entire week, we're talking about how to keep your pet at home and avoid putting it up for adoption. And that's the goal this week, providing you with the resources, the tips to avoid putting your pet up for adoption. We know emergencies happen, storms happen, wildfires, floods. However, there are resources out there, just like I listed, ASPCA, Red Robin. There's a lot of resources out there to make sure that we keep your family together. When I say your family, your pet dog, your pet cat, your pet lizard, hamster, snake, whatever you consider your pet, we want to keep it at home with you. If you're a dog parent facing hardship, remember, help is out there, from pet food pantries to low-cost vet care and nationwide nonprofits. There are lifelines waiting for you and your pup. Don't let financial struggles, housing barriers, or hidden hardships destroy the bond you share. Together, we can protect our dogs, save families, and stop the heartbreak of unnecessary surrenders. Make sure you subscribe to the Pets Rule Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. Remember, submit your pet confessions at the end of every month. It's a $25, $50, $100 Amazon gift card for you to spend on your pet, on yourself. I prefer your pet. We're going to pick randomly the best confession for that month. At the end of the year, $500 grand prize for one confession, the best confession. And it is that time. What time is it? It's time for Mr. Animal Lover's 1 Minute Beef. Again, if you haven't subscribed, you'll see it on the screen. Make sure you subscribe. Click on that bell. All right, Mr. Animal Lover's 1 Minute Beef. Let's get to it. All right, pet parents, this one hurts. Every single day, loving families are walking into shelters with tears in their eyes, forced to give up their dogs. Not because they stopped loving them, no, because rent went up, groceries doubled, or the landlord slammed the door with a no pets allowed. These are confessions of desperation, not neglect. And here's my beef. Why is it that in the wealthiest country in the world, families have to choose between survival and their best friend? Why are we punishing loyalty and unconditional love with eviction notices and impossible vet bills? Here's the truth. The number one reason dogs are surrendered is housing and financial hardship. That's not a broken heart, it's a broken system. But listen, there are lifelines, ASPCA, Red Rover, Feeding Pets of the Homeless, Best Friends, humane societies across the country. They're fighting to keep families together. So my beef, stop blaming the owners and start fixing the system, because no one should ever have to confess to giving up their best friend just to survive. This is Mr. Animal Lover, and that's my beef. I think I went over that minute, but it was well worth it. All right. What a great show we had today. Dog owners speak out, the painful confession behind giving up a best friend. Wow. It's a lot. It's a tough show, right? But that's what we're here for. Watch the Pets Rule Show Monday through Friday. We've been going early, and that's why I want you to click that bell. Very soon, we're going to go back to our original schedule, 7:30 to 8 p.m., Monday through Friday. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. Support the Pets Rule Show. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget, Snap, Share, Win. Enter your pet confessions, pet pictures, videos for a chance to win prizes. At the end of each month, there's a $25, $50, $100 prize up for grab. And I will pick one confession, the best pet confession. Make sure you submit a picture of your pet, your email, so you can get your Amazon gift card. And at the end of the year, there's a $500 grand prize for the best confession. One confession, best one at the end of the year. Make sure that you send them to petsconfessions@petsruleshow.com. Again, you should see it on the screen. petsconfessions@petsruleshow.com. Thank you for watching the Pets Rule Show. Topics include pet care, pet insurance, pet laws, ensuring you stay informed and prepared. Learn expert tips on keeping your pets healthy and happy with every episode. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching today. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you submit your pet confession for your prize of $50, $100, $25 at the end of every month. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.